Hello? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Avatar's gone. Hello, Elenov. I need to do some adjustments here. There we go. Yeah. Ah. There was a problem with OBS. The moment I go live, it's gonna like threaten to crash on me or something is gonna break. I've only been gone for like 3 days. Relax, OBS. You're not that special. Anyway, good morning. After that stupid technical difficulty, I just want to start with my OBS. You have a quick question. What's the best way to remember words? The best way to remember words? Well, if you're studying in another language, the best way to do it is to have sticky notes or post-it notes and just attach them to objects that are around your own home. So I think the best example I can think of is that what am I looking at right now? I'm looking at my bicycle. So if I wanted to remember the Spanish word for bicycle, I'll stick a note on it and call it a bicicleta or a bici. Bici means bike in Spanish, and bicicleta is bicycle. So just write a note, stick it right on top of the bicycle, and that's how you remember it. And you would do that for other rooms, you would do that for other objects around your house, and just places where you go frequently, like high traffic areas in your own house. That's how you help remember words. Excuse me. Good evening, Dharma. Good evening, you guys. Finally, I can watch your stream. Long time no see. Long time no see. I don't know why everything's on delay. You know what? I think YouTube actually crashed as a whole. Because I'm testing it everywhere. I'm testing it on... I'm testing it on my phone, I'm testing it on my computer. YouTube is acting strange everywhere. Especially if you're a streamer right now, but it should be stable. And I'm hoping that nothing crashes. How am I? To be honest, I am very tired this morning. I've been tired since yesterday. Been trying to get my energy back, that's all. So I'm trying to stay hydrated. I'm trying to eat enough to stay awake and stay energized. Oh, sorry. Let me see. Thanks, but unfortunately you don't have sticky notes. Maybe just basic good old flashcards. I mean, that could work, but you'd have to stick it on top of something. That's why I said sticky notes would work, because it's cheaper to get, a little bit easier to get, and you can just stick it anywhere. I don't know how you'd hang up flashcards. I don't have my frog voice, so that's good. I'm well hydrated right now. It's been a bit. I want to draw Dorothy. You can see my references on this side. I'm gonna shrink this a little bit, since I just plan on drawing her head. You just have an app for flashcards and maybe with tape? Oh, so the flashcards are on your phone. Okay, so if that's the case, um, okay. If it's on your phone or tablet and you don't mind using your camera to take pictures, you can take a picture of the object you want to remember, and then attach it to your flashcard in a way via like some editing on your phone or on your tablet. I'm thinking if I were to do this on my own phone, I would take a picture of something around my home and then take a screen cap of the flashcard and then fuse the two images on my phone so that I can like and put those flashcard and the photo combination into an album so that you have a whole album for your for the words you want to remember. I think that helps. I hope that helps. So much to do last week. Yeah. I had a lot to do that last week as well. I was so busy, I just wasn't home on the weekend at all. And that's like the day I like to relax. The thing is, I have more days at home this week where I can stream, but I'm still busy towards the end of the week. I won't be here on, I believe, Friday, and I won't be available on this upcoming Wednesday and the weekend again. Except I can do a stream on Saturday because I'm gonna be losing days otherwise. Okay, let's just do some erasing here. You're so stoopy? You forgot that the app I have allows you to put a photo on the flashcard. Well, there you go. Oh man, I gotta make her ears bigger. I think that's why I shrank her head. Just to add in her giant ears. Well, I guess that solves that problem. The thing is, like, I like the idea of using sticky notes because um, it's a bit more intuitive in a sense that you can see everything everywhere throughout your house. I guess if you're like attached to your phone at the hip, then that works too. To forget how stupid I am, I'll ask how everyone's doing. How are y'all? I'm good. I think everyone else is good except for me, I'm just doing okay. Trying to make this even. move this. Oh. 1 second. I have to put something to charge since it's dead now. Okay. Oh, right. I haven't really explained Dorothy, but if you're curious, Dorothy is a Arknights operator who is part of Rhine Labs. I'm not sure if she still is. I don't quite know. But she's part of that group, and she is a trap master. She has aspirations of creating this device. What does a device do? I think the device allowed you to. Hmm. Oh gosh, her story was so long ago, I don't remember. Even though I remember reading it, the thing I remember about it was that how unethical it was. How she just hooked up people to this machine where they'll never, well, they hooked where they're not supposed to be awakened, otherwise it's dangerous for them. They could possibly, pass away. That's the part that I remember. I don't remember the reason why. Hello! Didn't expect to ever see you again. Why, Bucky? I've been here this whole time. Welcome back, Bucky. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. As you can see, I've been at it this whole time. Trying to get back into it. I've been streaming at a consistent time of 10 a.m., but not on consistent days. Sadly. Dora says, you haven't drawn since last week. Hopefully you can improve your drawing again. Oh, yeah. You know, the funny thing about drawing is that you get better with more breaks. Because, like, for some reason people have this idea where you have to just keep working and working and working and working, but in that regard, you're just giving yourself diminishing returns. In that aspect that, your work looks worse the more you work on it. Because you never actually took a break. Excuse me? How many streams have you missed and how many streams have I missed? Bucky, I think you've missed a lot of streams. Haven't missed my streams, except for the ones where I had to cancel due to my computer constantly crashing, or I had to cancel because of last-minute schedule changes. But other than that, that's it. But, yeah. You should always take breaks when you're working on anything. Otherwise, you're gonna, like... the quality of your work is just gonna go down over time. Like, for instance, I thought that because I've been taking so long without drawing, I haven't been drawing for the past week. I thought that my art quality was gonna diminish. But then I went back to drawing something, and it was completely fine. So I had nothing to worry about. I still know how to look and observe. I still know how to sketch what I'm supposed to. I still know how to read shadows. So as long as I retain that knowledge, I'll be fine. Draw her face. Let's zoom in, please. Okay. many weeks of August is left? About 2 more weeks? Let me check. Yeah, this week and then the next week. So August ends in 2 weeks. The first week of September, I'll be traveling due to family obligations, so I won't be back for a few days. It's not gonna be a long stay. I know that for sure. It's gonna be about 2 to 3 days, maybe one more day just to count. Where am I going? I am going to... I'm not gonna, like, tell you outright, but I'm going southern part of my country. I just know that the flight's not that long. I'm not sure how I feel about these eyes I'm doing. Oh, these aren't big enough. I don't have to say a specific city, just say a state. Well, I am going to South Carolina, if that's what you mean. Never been there before, so this is gonna be a first for me. Yeah, definitely want to make these eyes bigger. I don't know much about that state other than it's people just like living there, that's it. That's all I know about it. They like to retire there. Or just like move there and raise a family. That's all I know about it. I know that's such a generic reason, but that's how little I know about this place. You know, yesterday I thought I was just coming down with a cold, but because I woke up, I had a congested nose and my throat was just dry as heck. And then as the day progressed, I was just fine. So I was just really congested. I guess because I just staying over someone else's home and probably triggered my sinuses really badly. Well, at least the 2 facts you know aren't wrong. Yeah, that's all I know. Oh yeah, one more thing. The weather there is always nice, I guess. That's about it. The weather there is always nice. I mean, I guess so. What do you mean with nice? Like, it's always like warm most of the year. Like, it's very pleasant. And I think the area I'm going to is a bit more of a town than a city. There's less human infrastructure, more nature. So I think that's what contributes to it. What kind of warm? Oh no. What kind of warm? Let's see. I'm thinking about that now. Having a cold is the worst right now. I have a cold and I hate it. Is it a good type of warm? Or I think it is a good type of warm. Like it's always pleasant enough to dress light around there. I don't know how it is with the weather though. I don't well, I don't know how often it rains there. Also, yeah, Dharma, get well soon, okay? The great thing about colds is that it only lasts about a week. Drink plenty of water for your cold. I find that helps end the cold faster, because colds only thrive if your throat and your sinuses are dry. The same with the flu. Oh, and that's how you repel yourself from getting sick. Just staying hydrated. So yeah, after Labor Day weekend. Oh wait, Labor Day is yeah, right after Labor Day. I'm going on a flight. In the country where I live, summer is hell. When it's warm, it's so disgustingly warm. I suppose the temperatures there range, well, temperatures in South Carolina range between 80s to mid 90s in Fahrenheit. Sticky, damp. Ooh. I don't know, well, I don't know how I feel about wet warmth and dry warmth. I've been to Hong Kong, and I've experienced their type of warm, and because of all the plants there, it's not as bad. So I think, well, you live close to the sea, maybe that's why it's so disgustingly warm, because of all that humidity. This should curve a bit higher. There we go. I don't know. I live near the coast, so I've had the worst type of heat, which is the wet heat. Always in the summer, but other than that, it's fine. I think it felt worse for me when I was heavier, but right now I can tolerate it. I can tolerate heat now. Unfortunately, I can't tolerate the cold as much as I used to. This seems a bit up there. Exactly, the heat is wet. We get warm weather because of the sea or whatever. Because of the sea, because of the rain. Stuff like that. Oh, not only do I live on the coast, I specifically live near the river. So I get it both ends. I live close to the river. Ugh. Hold on, I'm gonna check if my headphones are working. I think they should be fine now. Oh, the dream just to live somewhere far away from the sea. A river reminds me of Egypt. I kind of wonder if people who live in the mountains, if they long to live near the sea, and people who live near the sea long to live near the mountains. Think about that. Well, that's not my question. That's not the question I was asking. I meant people who live near the mountains and people who live near the sea, if they ever long for the other side of the coin. I mean, my home country has mountains too, but I don't think there's a lot of people who live near them. My home country has a lot of things. It has forests, it has deserts, it has mountains, it has rivers. Yeah, it's a big country. Middle East, North America, North Africa. Is this where your country is? No. You need to sleep right now because your condition. You must get up early. Have a good night. Keep it up. Alright, Dharma, thanks for stopping in anyway. Get well soon, and I wish you to have a good rest. Sleep well, okay? Oh, welcome to the chat, Xianu. Oh, I didn't see your question. Is this where my country is? My home country is the United States. Oh, yeah. Hello, hello. Oh, I thought as in like, oh, ethnic? Oh, well, the thing is, my ethnic background. I am a child of, immigrants. They're both from the Caribbean, that's for sure. Even though they're both from the Caribbean, my mom lives in one country and my dad lived in another. They met in the United States. I mean, you can guess. I just told you the location. Screw it, you don't know the Caribbean islands? Ah, exactly. There's way too many of them. All you know is that there's South America. Wow. Wait, what? It's just South America? There's also Central America. Yeah, South America isn't the Caribbean islands. You ain't good in geography when it comes to America. Most Americans ain't good in geography in general. Sadly. Just said that you know that they're... Sorry, I have to read that again. It's not your fault, it's just that I'm tired. You just said that you know that they're most in South America. There's most countries in South America? I mean, there is a lot of countries in South America. I'm done chewing this gum. It did its job. Oh yeah, here's a pro tip. It's a weird one, but if you're trying to avoid eating, chew some gum. Because it tricks your brain into thinking you're getting energy, so it wakes you up. That's why I have a pack of sugar-free gum on my desk. For some strange reason, you're reminded of something. You always saw people roasting, making fun of people when they don't know where a country is located or the country's flag. You know, that reminds me of that too. Like, they expect you to know that type of information without knowing what your day-to-day life is. It's like, good for you that you know that stuff, but some people just don't.
And choking and fighting for survival and just rotting away. Of course, there's a lot of misery. The trees here are in misery and the birds are in misery. I don't think they sing, they just screech in pain.
But I guess when you think about it, the last time you learned about country flags was in, like, what, school or something? And it's up to you to continue, like, remembering that stuff. And if you don't, then what's the big deal? Sometimes people have more important things to worry about than that type of information. I'm not gonna call it trivial because it's not, but it's just like information that doesn't help you in your day-to-day. And to be fair, there are a lot of country flags that use the same colors and sometimes the same patterns. There is actually some confusion there. I wouldn't blame people for mistaking one country's flag for another.
It's like a curse weighing on an entire landscape. And whoever goes too deep into this has his share of that curse. It's a land that God has created in anger. Even the stars up here in the sky look like a mess.
I don't think I should go too much into her eyebrows because they're covered by her hair. I just want to mark where they should be.
The harmony of overwhelming and collective
And they're
murder.
somewhat thick.
But when I say this all full of admiration. It is not that I hate it, I love it. I love it very much. But I love it against my better judgment.
What is Dorothy, a mouse? Oh, she is a type of mouse. Well, technically as true, but she's specifically a chinchilla. Because of the very large ears and her long tail, and the fact that her gimmick is that as a trap master she uses sand, so she's definitely a sand chinchilla. I think the tag on her ear is just a nod to being in the lab, you know, because of lab rat. But does it mean that she bathed in dust? No, she uses dust to slow down the enemies with her traps. So she uses these little traps that you can put on the ground, and when they go off, they release a dust of sand, and that slows down the enemy. What type of game is Arknights? It is a tower defense mobile game. So you get to... So in a squad, you can carry 12 operators, but you can only use 8 in the combat. You can always use 8 at a time. So you're essentially defending a blue box, from the enemies that come out of the red box, or enemies that are already on the field. And if you take enough hits to that blue box, the game is over. Even if you take one hit to that box, it's considered a not perfect run. And that's important because there's some stages, well, actually all stages, you want to do an auto run or an auto deploy. So it records what you did, and if you did it 3 stars, you can run that stage as many times as you want. There's not much of a smile, is it? And Dorothy is a specialist. That is the main job class that she is, but her archetype is a trap master, which just means that she can lay down traps on the ground, but the enemy can't be standing on it first. It has to be an empty square. Oh, and also as a trap master, she can sit on top of the range tiles, so she's not blocking anything. Is the game same game genre as Plants vs. Zombies? Yes, it is. It's the same type of game. That's also a tower defense game. I don't think Plants vs. Zombies... Well, it is one of the more famous tower defense games, but there's another game called Path to Nowhere that's also a tower defense game. And I believe there was another one... I don't remember if it was Gundam or Code Geass, that's also a tower defense game. I don't remember which ones it was specifically because, you know, both use mechas. You, where are you? Why are you so quiet? I don't know, maybe they want to take a break. Maybe get some water or something. Excuse me. Space for her here. Also off topic, but your teacher told you that it's best to write with hand when trying to remember Arabic words, and you're excused. I think it's best to write with hand, any language. It's not just any language. Yeah, anything. This is why I write down things in a physical journal, because I can remember those right off the top of my head, because I know I physically wrote it down. This is why I keep a food diary and an actual diary, because I always remember to write that down, and it's always on my desk so I can physically see it. And when I see it, I can write down what I just ate and how much of it I ate, and that's what has helped me both improve my memory and improve my health. Because for the better part of... has it been 2 years yet? I suppose it has been. Well, almost 2 years. I've been avoiding foods that made me sick, even though they're like really good, but I valued not feeling sick than enjoying the food itself. And that's what keeping that type of thing around helped me a lot. Well, it helped me when I was dieting, but I just made it a habit of just keep doing it. Because I found that I really like collecting data on myself. Let's see. Here is this one. Should be longer as well. Oh yeah. As you can see, I'm just trying to capture all the shapes that I need to capture, not really making too much detail. For how long were you drawing? In general? Since I was a kid? Let's see... how far back do I remember? Definitely middle school, but back then when you're a kid you don't really take it as seriously, because adults in your life say you gotta take other things much more seriously. So it was just like a thing that I did when I had free time. But now that I'm older, I wanted to study it a bit better, because I wanted to get better at my art and understand what I was doing wrong, what I can do better. And geez, the fact that I had to wait until an adult to figure that out was pretty sad, but That's what happens when you're like too much of an obedient kid. You you kind of lose your way once you stop listening to people. Essentially like, oh, now that I'm not listening to anybody, what do I do with myself? Is that her hat first? Even if you're sketching now, I like it. It looks good. How you sketch her hair and her ears look soft. Oh, thank you. That was a problem that I had, like in my earlier years. I had a lot of trouble capturing, like, softness, because all my stuff was often stiff. And the reason why my art was always stiff is because I didn't know how to loosen up on a drawing. I didn't know how to draw loosely. And now I do know how to draw loosely, and now my stuff looks softer now. I know I draw some things stiffly, like maybe some poses, but I'm still working on that. I wonder if I should just leave out her ponytail. You know what? I'll just draw it, and I'll think about adding it in later. I'm glad that like other people know that can see that I'm drawing softer now, because that's something I've been having trouble seeing on my own. So I'm glad that you were able to notice that. Because it's very easy for me to become work blind, where I don't see my mistakes when I should. Hold on, I gotta skip this song. And this one too. Too quiet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep that ponytail. So I'll just leave it right there. That's where the saying practice makes perfect comes from. You're welcome. Well, yeah. Practice makes perfect does come from that, but then I heard a different version of that saying called perfect practice makes perfect. And I didn't understand what that meant for a bit until it was explained that if you practice something as close to perfect as possible, then it becomes eventually looks like perfection. know about that. I guess the meaning is that you practice something with intention. And when you do that, it looks perfect. Have you seen like other artists, how they sketch? It looks incredible. It looks like a final picture when it's not. I think that's what they mean when perfect practice makes perfect. I know her hat and her hair are very bonus. Let's fix some stuff. Not gonna lie, but to do perfect practice feels like you're being too hard on yourself to make it perfect, but that's how I see it for now, I suppose. I mean, yeah. There is that idea, which is why I think it's a little strange, but if you're training yourself, you can only go hard on yourself. Like, no one else is gonna push you forward. You have to kind of be a little bit hard on yourself in order to get the results that you want. Some people they're too easy on themselves when it comes to training themselves. And then they get frustrated that they don't get the results that they want. Well, you didn't go as hard as you should have. So what did you expect, you know? Second thought, I'm gonna... delete this for a bit. I'll add that later. Some stuff here. That's true, but there's also a limit of how hard you should push yourself. But I do understand what you mean. I do like that we kind of agree about this. Yes, you have to be the one that pushes yourself, but you also need to know when to take breaks. That's the problem I see with younger artists. They want to get good so bad that they don't take breaks, and that's the thing that more experienced artists tell you to do. Like, you have to take a break between your work, otherwise it's not going to be as good as you want it to be. A bit because I want to extend it more. Sorry, I stopped talking there, but I was just thinking of that saying. There's a saying that's called, whether you think you can, whether you think you can't, you're right. So if you think you can't do something, you're probably right. If you think you can, you're probably right. It's all how you push yourself. There have been days where... I was a little bit disappointed. There have been times where I thought that I couldn't do something, and I proved myself right, but I don't want to be that way anymore. I want to do what I want. I want to go what I want. Because I can. We're the one who restrict ourselves most of the time because we are the ones with ourselves all of the time. I think those adjustments should work. It's separately. Luckily, the same with other things. I used to study Arabic every day with breaks, and it did work. If I didn't let my brain and body rest, it wouldn't have gone... It would have gone south. Yeah, it would have definitely gone south. It's true whether you're studying, it's true whether you're bodybuilding. I mean, there's only so much the human body can do, and the human mind can do without breaks. That's why you need to take a break. The human body is a machine, but it's still an organic machine. It needs breaks. Like, you don't want to destroy this very delicate machine that is your body. I don't know if I told this story before, but it reminds me of those days in the beginning of my art journey with Watts Atelier. In the beginning, I was so frustrated because I thought I wasn't going anywhere. And that's even with breaks. I didn't see much improvement in the study. But then I realized that I was a slow learner. Well, slow grower is more accurate. I was a slow grower at the start, but then I became exponentially faster as time progressed because I understood what I was doing. Because I took the time, I took that slow time to understand what I was doing. As I did that, I was able to basically punch through all my frustration and break that cycle of breaking down. I was that type of person that was would break down into tears if I got too frustrated, especially for my art. Like, I would actually cry, but that's not the case anymore. I've gotten over it. Now if I make a mistake, I just like, oh, well, I goofed that up. I'm just gonna try again. No big deal. Granted, you shouldn't trivialize your mistakes that much, because then you're making the whole thing unimportant. But if you trivialize it enough where it doesn't hurt your ego, then you're good. Oh wait, actually. Look, too close to her mouth. Such intense music, haha. Hey, there you are. Where'd you go? Music may be intense, but it gets me going. Not the best study music, but it hits the spirit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Guess we're pumped. I mean, that's the reason why I do play video game music on these streams, is because they're specifically designed to help you concentrate, but some of them don't, like this one. This is just meant to get you pumped for the game, which we're not, of course we're not playing a game right now, but sometimes music this distracting does help me concentrate a bit more. You work with music most of the time, but when you need to lock in for real, you can't work in silence. Yeah. I mean, I can work in silence, but I find other means to distract myself anyway. Oh, when you log in, you can't listen to music. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. Typing is hard. No, yeah, don't worry about it. Typing can be very hard on your phone, especially. I'm capturing this correctly. Nope, I am not. Weird stuff. You can usually study in school, but that's it. It's just Sonic music. You just realized that? The last song was Sonic music too. This guy's a little complicated. Yeah, I'm making it complicated. There you go. I want to finish this by noon, but I don't know if I'll be able to add the colors by then. Unfortunately, you have to cut it short. You'll see you all next stream. I hope so. I will be back tomorrow. Bye, Eleanor. I'll be back tomorrow and on Thursday and Saturday. So take care, okay? See ya! I don't think I'll be able to finish the colors. Bye. No, my stream's not ending soon. It doesn't end until noon Eastern Standard Time. It is currently 11:21, so it's not ending yet. I'm just saying I don't think... because I want to add, like, the color of her eyes and her hair. I'm not sure if I'll have enough time to do it, because I realize how slow I'm moving. Yeah. Sorry about the confusion. The stream reminds me of Ina's art streams. It does. Would you ever consider doing an interview? What? Me? I don't know. Maybe at a later time. I was just a bit surprised by that question because I find myself to be an ordinary person. And it's surprising that someone would want to interview me. And I find that to be a compliment that you think that this is that this reminds me of one of Ina's streams, because I actually do like Ina a lot. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to watch her streams, but her art streams are my favorite. Because I feel like the way that she draws and paints is very intuitive, to the point where she doesn't know the terms of what she's doing. But she knows how to do it, that's the thing. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, but I'm an ordinary person with a story you want to tell. Ooh. I suppose so. She's definitely super, super talented. Yeah, she is. She's very talented. It's funny because I really love her art streams, but I love her art stream thumbnails more because they're just a silly little doodle. It's just a scribble, and it's just like, this is an art stream now. Like, fantastic. I love this. Didn't she do art for a lot of other HoloTubers? I think she did some thumbnails for them, maybe? But, whoever did her VTuber model probably did the other models. Some of the other models. I don't quite know which ones. I think she actually did some thumbnails for her friends. That's probably why she has so many art streams for a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if she had to take some days off to do those. You watched a whole video on rigging when you were super obsessed with YouTubers like a year ago. Intense stuff, for real. Oh boy. I don't know if intense is the right word. Maybe it's not a strong enough word. Because, it's something that I wanted to do. I wanted to learn how to do, but, I'm not quite at that not at that point time-wise, but it is very time-consuming, and it does seem tedious because you're doing a lot of settings, a lot of menu work, a lot of repositioning and such. And then there's all the testing to make sure everything moves correctly, moves naturally. Oof. I see why VTubers are often a high-priced job because of that. It's boy. Because if I recall correctly, it takes roughly 6 months to a year to finish one model. I'll finish rigging it. If the person had to draw the model and rig it, it takes longer than that. And I feel that the price is definitely justified. I know there's people who are gonna like try to negotiate it down, but no, you're not gonna see this model for quite a long time. A model is like around 20k or something crazy like that. I don't know if it goes that high. I've seen, well, in US dollars, I've seen it between $1,300 to $2,000. It may be higher depending on what the client wants. I know there are some clients who want more features, such as the ability to transition to a different version of the same model. Just for, like, let's say, well, what was the one I saw? I think it was like a Cthulhu woman. So that model had a base model, a peel back model, a second peel back model, and then there's the third model, which is like the actual horror model. So, oof. And that had a lot of moving parts because that involved tentacles, moving eyeballs, fangs, teeth, stuff like that. So it depends on what you want out of your model and how much detail the model is. Because the more detailed a model is, the more moving parts you have to pay for. I don't know what the price is for art of the model. I mean, the art design of the model and the rigging. That's definitely a little bit more. Maybe a lot more. I don't know if... I doubt that it's double the price, but it's definitely makes the price tag go up. That's for sure. Yeah, it's quite substantial capital for peeps getting into it, yeah. But it's... Even though it's a high payout job, like... There's always that chance that it gets canceled, so you dumped all this time, energy for nothing, but also, let's say you do get paid and your client is happy with it, but the moment they use it, they don't know how to use it, and then it just gets dumped anyway. And I've heard that before. I've heard people just straight up trash their model because they didn't know how to use it, and they paid money for that. And then they commission another artist to do it again. It just doesn't make sense to me. In that sense, it's like basically, yeah, big oof. Imagine spending all that time on something only for it to be like never used. That's a big oof right there, man. I mean, yeah, I got paid for it, but it still sucks. Because it's an honor to have your model debut. That way you get more people looking at your stuff, and then you get more clients. But when that happens, it's not gonna go. And it sucks. Because your current VTube model is like your marketing, basically. Like, hey, this is what the model can do. I can do this for you, and if someone tosses it, then that's your advertisement out the window as well. So I think in that regard, if you have someone who wants a VTuber model, you have to tell them you have to learn how to use it. Otherwise, you're just gonna like toss it away again. Like, tell your client you need to know how to use it, otherwise all these features that you're asking for are just gonna be all for naught. You have to know how to use your own transitional models. It's not just like the transition stuff, it's the settings as well. Because when riggers test the models, they put it under the ultimate stress test of hyper exaggerating all of the motions. But you don't want that level of movement when you're using it, day to day, so you have to learn how to scale back the settings on your own. I'm pretty sure if you scroll Twitter and you've seen VTuber model previews, you can see how it exaggerates a lot, like how it moves a lot, how things just swing wildly around. That's just a that's just a stress test. But it's not going to be that way when the user uses it. They're probably going to have like a lot of subtle movements and subtle facial expressions. Yeah, that was one of the main things my friend who didn't want VTubers before talking about eyes glitching and stuff. Eyes glitching? Yeah, that could be just the software bugging out on the user's end. It's not typically the model, the rigger's fault. Yeah. I mean, that can happen. I do recall whenever I watch art to VTubers or Ina herself, sometimes her model just stops entirely because she probably did something where she's out of the camera and so the model is stock still. That's a setting in the software where if the camera can't detect you, it just goes into a standing pose and yeah, it'll capture you once again, but that's only like for a brief moment. You can have settings where if you do get out of the camera's range, you can leave the model off at the last thing you were doing. Some people don't like that because it makes the character look goofy. because it can glitch out any time, so they would rather have the model just become in a pose whenever it's just out of range. But the glitching thing, that has to be a user setting. Everybody's computer is different. Everybody's software is different. Their settings are different. So it's really how. Excuse me. It's really the end user that has to determine how their stuff runs. I say end user as if like I'm talking about a video game, but it's the truth. Oh. Man. Okay. Okay. Still somewhat good on time. Let's add some details. Do VTubers need to keep up the illusion? Yes. Because... Yeah, they need to keep up the illusion. The thing is that whatever their model is, they are essentially playing that character. So that character has their own personality, that character has their own mannerisms. They have their own like likes and dislikes, so you're essentially role-playing as that character. There are some people who don't do that, like Kei-san. She doesn't do that because, you know, Kei-san actually shows her actual face sometimes, so she doesn't really care. But more smaller VTubers, they'd rather play a character. Me, I'm not really playing a character, I'm just a bunny drawing. What you see is what you get. I'm not playing a character, this is just actual me. But there are people who really do like the acting because they find it to be fun. Like, Ina also plays a character in a way, like some parts of her true self comes out, but she's playing a character as well. You know, with the whole cookies things and the Taco Tuesdays and stuff like that. Funny with a huge pen and real life confirm. This pen is heavy. but you know what I meant. Personality wise, this is just me. You're hearing me in real life. Got it. Oh, also, I need to take a small break. Get my water. What's this? You wonder if you forgot to switch off the method acting sometimes in real life? Guys, I'll be right back. Oh, back. Hey, what you guys are saying? Is the pen supposed to be? Oh no, I think she's a human-sized bunny, 6'5". Doing the ears are on or not. I know what I said. What you see is what you get, but I meant to say is what you hear is what you get. This is my actual personality, what you hear. My persona is a an exaggeration of both my height and my nickname, or rather my username. Because in real life, I'm short. But I'm not, like, you know, super short. I'm just, like... How do I describe this? As regular short? I don't know what that means. All I know is that I am petite. Gnome tuber. Very, very Jamor for real. Oh gosh. I mean, at least I don't fit into, like, an extra small, that's for sure. I'm not that tiny. You've never seen a gnome tuber, seen mailboxes, microwaves, that one white canvas with a few hundreds that claims to be God. I've seen a bonsai tree VTuber, and that one actually was holding a stylus. That was interesting. I've seen Cthulhu woman, I've seen bonsai, I've seen an egg person, I've seen a teacup gentleman, I've seen a chibi guy. That's pretty straightforward. I've seen a shark ghost. Fauna in another world, yeah. I've seen a shark ghost. I've seen a... Let's see, what was the other thing I've seen? Oh yeah, a cat. Was the cat blue or maroon? No, wait, I've seen two cats. I've seen the blue cat, and then I've seen the other cat, which was... Yeah, so it's two different VTuber guys. Both artists. The blue cat was wearing glasses, but no other clothes. And the reddish cat was wearing a plaid shirt. The number of, like, VTuber avatars are just astonishing. Like, being, like, an anthropomorphization of, like, I guess, like, an animal. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, you know, as for me, I'm a bunny girl. But then there's people who just straight up wants to be an object. Was it a light blue or purple blue? I think it was a light blue. Is a light blue cat with glasses. I think it's a Korean artist. I saw them on Twitch. I was subscribed to them, but I haven't seen them go live in quite a long time, so I don't know what's up with them. Maybe they're just too busy to go on Twitch. But that's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, you don't know anyone on Twitch? Yeah. The problem is on Twitch is that if you don't go live for a long time, I kind of forget that I'm subscribed, I'm following you and subscribed to you. so that's why I forgot their name. But I do remember their avatar, and that they're Korean. They stream late. Oh yeah, that reminds me of another Korean artist. Their avatar is a fish, an actual tuna fish. But they put that avatar in their art, not in the stream itself. Is there any other avatars I'm thinking about? Let's see. Like a drawing of a fish or a PNG of a live dead fish? It's a PNG of a live fish. Oh yeah. There's another guy who uses fish. I know his name. His name is Calvin Sims. He uses a fish as a PNG, so he's a PNG tuber. But this same fish has different versions of it. I've seen it as a regular fish, a mob boss, a highly pressured artist, a fish that's been beat up. What else was there? Street Fighter fish, I think, because he likes playing fighting games. The dono animation is a fish pellet. Yeah. I think, was it a fish pellet? I don't remember. He has some animations where the fish is just swimming. It's pretty funny. Blend all this. Funny thing is, if I was using an actual pencil, I wouldn't have to do... There was no need to blend anything. Some stuff. Oh crap. We have like 5 minutes left? No, 10 minutes. Shoot. So I'm gonna do I wanted to do a... What I wanted to do was like a somewhat of a single tone coloring. But unfortunately I've run out of time. Also, I'm feeling a little bit nauseous right now. And that's weird because I don't really feel too hungry. So I don't know. Testing? Testing. Oh, freezing! You're here! Hydration? No, it's not a hydration problem. I had this giant bottle of water right next to me. I've been drinking it almost this entire time. So I think it's just other things. It failed to send your first message. Oh, I see. Well, freezing. I did have some stream problems earlier. So if you were trying to like chat during that time, that's probably it, but I don't know. So you're definitely off for an interview. No. I don't have that type of nerves. I guess it just could be like, you know, it is near the, I want to say the end of the whatever. It's just that time of the month, I guess. I think I will. Maybe gum can't replace food. No, I'm not. I'm not hungry. I know I'm not. I'm not hungry. It's not that. It's that time of the month. I just feel queasy. You're an artist. You can talk about your OCs for half an hour. Yeah, that'd do it. Yeah. Song's a bit unsettling. I'm not capturing the roundness of this ear. Hold on. There you go. Much better. Alright, I will add the color later. You can see I put like some spots here. With 5 minutes to go, I'm not sure. Where is this song from? There we go. Nope. This song is from Risk of Rain 2. It's called R-O-R-T. Oh, it's literally a date. Wait, it's 2 dates. Oh, wait. Hold on. I gotta pause this for a second so I can catch this. Yeah, this is from the early access OST for Risk of Rain 2. It's just labeled as Risk of Rain 07.2.0. Then it's dated as December 2nd, 2019. The next stream will be tomorrow at the same time of 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll be going live again on Thursday. But not Friday. Friday I'm going to Anime NYC. So I'll be there basically almost all day. And then I'll be back on Saturday. So that's my week. I don't know what's the schedule going to be next week. Ooh, yeah. I'm only going to the con for like a day because I pretty much can see all I can see for one day. I don't really go to the panels that much anymore, which is fine. I mean, these convention tickets are getting more expensive almost every year, and to spend it on a day that I'm not gonna do much seems like a waste of money. So I just want to like go there for the day, buy whatever merch I see, and just enjoy the day. What else is there? I will be doing a stream on Saturday to make up for not being able to stream on Wednesday. Because I thought I was gonna get the whole week to myself, and then I forgot about the con and what I had to do on Wednesday. So, that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating in the chat. I will see you tomorrow, once again, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I enjoyed your company, by the way. I'm glad that you guys are seeing some improvement in my work, despite the fact that I've been absent from it for a while. So, that being said, stay safe and take care. Have a wonderful Monday.